When critical information intended for your ears fell into their hands, you had to decide whether to deliver the truth as promised or to use it to your benefit. They listened to Green's sensual words, grabbing at what should have been yours. Like a dragon bearing gold, the message carried power, opportunity, and critical insights that may have changed your destiny. This guy became avaricious. They never told you the news. It would have made all the difference. They didn't expect the truth to come to light, and now that it has, they have the edge they desired by keeping you in the dark. Every tear you've cried, every argument you've had, and every night you've wondered why things never seem to come together has been recorded by cosmic forces. Your life is more than just an ordinary existence on this earth. The universe has no defects, despite its sharp edges and unexplained problems. Your story is a masterpiece, created just to prepare you for today. An exact revelation. The betrayals that occurred across your chronology were not isolated incidents of human nature. Rather, they were intentional spiritual tests meant to strengthen your judgment at this vital juncture. Hollywood execs would reject your life tale as implausible. Your persistence reflects the divine appointment and the challenges you have overcome. Defy common comprehension despite your abilities and efforts. The mathematical impossibility of your problems implies that your financial predicament was never sensible. Something more than ill luck. Examine the facts in front of you. Your proper abundance has been carefully diverted in order to direct the resources allotted by the cosmos to your mission and purpose on this planet. They have devised complicated algorithms that maintain a sense of scarcity when your activities should have resulted in plenty. Energetic stealing leaves a trace. Even if the tangible proof is concealed, keep a lookout for those who switch topics. When problems occur, it is more than just a sign of little discomfort. They act as chosen custodians of secrets intended just for your ears and sight. Take note of anybody who has an extraordinary interest in preventing you from connecting with certain persons or information sources. Their objective is not to shield you, but to intentionally limit your influence. Unintentional speech pauses around certain subjects establish an uncanny pattern. Chance. When divine messengers sought to make contact, they devised ingenious diversions that were precisely timed to trigger on purpose. The timing was mathematically ideal. The universe runs on divine algorithms rather than accidental events. When everyone else insists on normalcy, the voice inside you that warns something is wrong is your active spiritual radar, breaking their well-built illusions. Your capacity to see past facades and masks explains why they worked so hard to create you. You're here for a reason. If you feel called, answer it. Click. Join to get access to exclusive material, in-depth insights, and a supportive community. This is not just a membership. It's an awakening. Begin your heavenly mission. Join the selected. Be mindful of your own perceptions. They are scared of what they cannot control. Like those strange information downloads that occur in your mind without your awareness. They are unable to access or interpret this vital knowledge, the particular frequency with which you work. The unique response of children and animals to your energy profile displays a frequency that threatens others functioning at lower vibrations. They sought to use your compassion, a spiritual gift, against you. They looked into your forgiving behaviors, which were first misconstrued. These superhuman skills were used against you because your need for knowledge was abused. Your decision to recognize potential in others did not reflect naivety. Rather, it exhibited spiritual maturity, which they saw as weakness. The divine momentarily permits some misperceptions to highlight alignments and misalignments in your surroundings. This was cosmic reconnaissance, collecting important information for the time of revelation rather than punishment. The universe placed crucial figures to assess the strength of your support network. You now know who has your best interests at heart. Prepare for insights that will drastically alter your view of previous relationships and circumstances. Some of the stories you've learned to believe are on the edge of unraveling. Only those who are unaware of heavenly orchestration will be able to uncover hidden papers using seemingly random means. A missing file. An email was sent to the incorrect address. A last confession from an unexpected source. Someone's. The point of conscience has been reached. Their involvement in this scheme has become too much to tolerate. They are on the verge of breaking ranks and disclosing what has been concealed. The truth will not only hurt, but will confirm all of your gut instincts, which you have been told to ignore. For years, due to gaslighting, The numbers that have just emerged around you are not conventional numbers. They construct divine timing codes that trigger this moment of revelation just for you. The delays you encountered were not due to denial. Rather, they were a deliberate attempt to accomplish the greatest degree of justice and reconciliation. Everything now moves quicker. What seemed to be gone forever resurfaces just in time for the next evolutionary phase. Your guides and ancestors have been working longer hours in locations outside your present awareness. They've been preparing the ideal conditions for full exposure. Nothing occurs outside of the flawless order in which the cosmic clockwork operates with mathematical accuracy. Returns for stolen items are doubled. Nothing owed to you has been forgotten or written off. The universe follows stringent spiritual accounting norms. The backlog of blocked blessings will be reflected in your bank account and suddenly released into your life. The intended repair goes beyond just restoring what was destroyed. It creates a new foundation of abundance that is consistent with your actual spiritual goal. That impulsive desire to look for certain documents or contact specific persons is heavenly direction for your recovery journey. Through these seemingly random urges, the cosmos communicates. Keep an eye out for unintentional references to money, wills, or property in your surroundings. These are cosmic crumbs that point you in the direction of ultimate truth. The keys to solving this problem are names or locations that keep coming to mind for no apparent reason. When addressing particular issues or around certain people, trust your body's physical responses. Because your body's truth frequencies are sensed before your conscious mind can. If your heart is full of God's blessings, let that love shine. Click the super thank you button and contribute $10 or more to plant seeds of faith that will save countless lives. Your generosity symbolizes His riches. Be a conduit for His grace and see His kingdom expand through you. Interprets the data. These fast temperature changes, heart rate fluctuations, or energy surges provide trustworthy navigation data via divine alchemy. The whole experience turns you from copper to gold. Forgiveness is more than simply a spiritual trait. It is a strategic tool that frees you from energy bonds that stifle your advancement. When you can sense heavenly justice without trying to take personal vengeance, you go up the spiritual ladder. This aspect was never primarily about money. It sought to make you fully aware of the spiritual rules that control the material world. The money component was just a tactic for demonstrating how cosmic laws work outside the realm of physical experience. You wanted proof that unseen forces were at work. The selected one. These sorts of messages may be heard by everybody, but only the most exceptional among us. Pick up the phone. This is the moment your soul decided to take your first breath. Furthermore, some are selected on a weekly basis. Reunions are returning, this time via Zoom. Each of them profoundly misrepresented a vital truth. You cannot permanently change what God has planned for you. Your magnificent homecoming has already been penned in the cosmic script. They will see firsthand how divine justice is carried out. The incoming overflow gives activation capital for your true purpose and aim. This dimension includes more than just remuneration. This insight marks the beginning of a new era in which your spiritual abilities are free of interference patterns manufactured by those who are scared of your power. Your time has just begun. Theirs is done. Even the most experienced storytellers would be jealous of your life's narrative twists, which resemble a flawless screenplay. Your excursions and predetermined trials serve a purpose beyond our comprehension. Every failure, betrayal, and unexplainable suffering was intended to develop the spiritual strength needed for your final mission. The cosmos was not formed by chance. Your challenges were not penalized. Instead, they served as modules for specialized education. Those evenings when you doubted your sanity while everyone else insisted everything was okay. Your soul was aware of the vast network of lies, but your conscious mind was incapable of expressing it. The continual sensation of swimming against an unseen tide while everyone else seemed to glide smoothly revealed that your heavenly potential was being interfered with by energy. Headaches that happened when certain problems were discussed or certain persons visited your room. You're energetic to keep yourself from fully blooming. The gadget can identify frequency disturbances. Your body has been using an advanced warning language. Stomach issues, sleep problems, and inexplicable fatigue were all tangible signs that your system was evaluating and rejecting the lies all around you. Their most severe tactical blunder was underestimating the strength of divine compensation. Every blessing that is diverted from its intended receiver is meticulously documented because the cosmos maintains perfect records. The entire amount of interest accrued on your debt has reached a vital point, and bookkeepers never miss anything. There are too many cracks in the dam to fix. Its eventual collapse is guaranteed by the increasing pressure behind it. The so-called buddies were crafty agents who aimed to prevent you from realizing your full potential by gradually destroying your self-esteem whenever possibilities for development appeared. Those helpful advisors who steer you away from particular courses in the sake of safety. You are not here by accident. Feel the pull tap. Join to uncover your actual goal and join a tribe that shares it. This is not just a membership. It's your decision. Deliberate interference carried out with precision by persons who understood the significance of your awakening, such as gatekeepers tasked with keeping you from discovering hidden facts that might lead to your freedom. Sporadic technology failures prevented critical messages from reaching you. The unfortunate timing of an emergency that diverted your focus away from critical connections or information, or the inadvertent loss or misplacement of documents intended for your use as advanced spiritual technology. Your intuition can detect dishonesty at frequencies well beyond the range of normal human consciousness. When you detect someone's genuine nature, even if they perform wonderfully, it is divine intelligence functioning through your system without the need for logical reasoning. Your soul has access to knowledge that exists beyond time, and your dreams may disclose people's true intents weeks before their masks fall in real life, free of the filters that adults have created. Children can recognize your actual frequency. Their inherent link to your energy reinforces your unique spiritual identity. Animals react to your unique energy. They feel a divine appointment. You enter via their enhanced awareness, not false programming. These individuals can detect what others are trying to ignore or repress. They've done everything in their power to hide documents that expressly reference your name. Complex methods have been employed to quietly reroute property accounts, assets, and opportunities that were correctly assigned to you. The essay takes you through constructed labyrinths designed to discourage exploration. However, heavenly justice surpasses human limits on spiritual levels, disclosing all that is concealed in the physical realm. The universe has sent specialist truth agents into your time frame. Only those who are oblivious of divine choreography would see the appearance of persons with critical knowledge as a coincidence. Talks will go off course, providing crucial information that does not seem to make sense. Documents will arrive in unexpected and surprising ways. Since the discovery, velocity has surpassed critical mass. It cannot be stopped now. The power they feared in you awakens the sleeping behemoth of your whole spiritual awareness. The strength behind their sophisticated confinement methods is more than they can handle. Your consciousness sharpens to previously impossible frequencies, and your spiritual skills grow beyond your prior bounds. You receive information via channels that they cannot control or monitor. Your divine gift goes beyond the money aspect. They went to considerable measures to prevent the money from being returned to you for reasons other than your personal happiness. It fuels your cosmic purpose, the job that only you can do in this time period. Nothing arrives without a strategic, spiritual purpose, and the resources that arrive are precisely matched with a plan for your divine destiny. The greater riches that return provide tangible confirmation of the underlying principles that govern life. Those apparently random digits, numbers seen on phone numbers, clocks, and receipts, are proof of divine communication using mathematics as a language. The increased synchronization around you means that you are waking up more quickly. Timeline. Every coincidence in an intelligently created cosmos has a coded message that anybody with sight can discover. Nothing happens by chance. Your cellular structure holds memories of your true spiritual identity. Your DNA contains spiritual indications that they have worked hard to make you overlook. Ancestry extends beyond your present knowledge. The activation procedure has begun. Latent skills that have been engraved in your very being start to emerge. Your spiritual legacy will be fully restored by removing the energy threads that bind you to their lower frequency activities. Your forgiveness grants you freedom. You remain tethered to the same structures that were intended to constrain you. If you continue to harbor anger or resentment, you will gain liberation not by taking revenge, but by transcending the whole frequency range in which their strategies are most effective. Instead of just excelling inside the game's constructed limitations, true victory necessitates transcending the game completely. Recently, coded signals from worlds beyond your conscious knowledge have emerged in your dreams. Pay great attention to the people, places, and symbols that occur in these nocturnal visions. Your subconscious processes information that your conscious mind has yet to organize. During these periods of sleep, the universe conveys important information required for your complete recovery and empowerment. The cosmic ocean is preparing you for the grandeur of what is ahead. Emotional surges that overwhelm you for no apparent reason. These energy purifications prepare you for the huge flood of wealth and information that is on its way. Your system must be able to tolerate higher frequencies. Allow these feelings to express themselves without judgment or criticism. When those who have violated your confidence see you rise again, they will be amazed at what they gave up via dishonesty. They made a cosmically proportional mistake by forsaking short-term profits for long-term spiritual advancement. They failed to see that the genuine inheritance was being taken. The divine has recorded your spiritual enlightenment and power while focused on earthly matters, as well as every trial, moment of bewilderment, and nights spent wondering why your efforts never brought the expected results. The cosmic accounting system keeps track of everything, and the interest rate on your debt exceeds mathematical limitations. In terms of people, the next restoration will be inexplicable. The seriousness of the approaching news may be too much for your analytical mind to process. The patterns of dishonesty are much more extensive and complicated than your consciousness can comprehend. Your rational mind will first be overwhelmed by the whole image, but will soon merge into a new understanding of how reality operates. People, systems, and coincidences have all contributed to the strategic interference network. The impending financial recovery is merely the outward manifestation of a far deeper cosmic harmony. The resources that return provide as concrete proof of the actions of unseen forces. The appearance of plenty is physical evidence of your divine support for a world that only acknowledges what it can see and touch. The physical is evidence of the spiritual. When major debates or events occurred, time seems to be slowing down, and your system's awareness of capturing and managing crucial data has grown. The times you said something that proved to be prophetic, even if it did not make sense at the time. Your spirit can access nonlinear time periods, and the universe operates through you in ways that your conscious mind does not completely grasp. Your work has cosmic implications that you are ignorant of. The amount of your involvement in this divine history is precisely proportional to the resistance you encountered. The following repair lays the groundwork for your complete start. The cosmos distributes its resources exactly where they are needed for cosmic objectives. Your unexpected wealth validates your spiritual journey. The network of deception requires multiple people. Some operatives were convinced to serve unknown agendas, while others were conscious conspirators. You will discern between manipulative cooperation and malicious intent. Divine justice operates by distinguishing between those who serve while unconscious and those who are fully aware of their actions. Tools. This is your moment to be justified. Everything changes. The refusal becomes irrefutable. The hidden becomes visible, and the invisible is exposed. The legal apparatus has been activated. That band of opponents who believe they were untouchable will feel the cold weight of court records in their hands. Within 7 days, they altered rules and processes to turn the system against you. They believed. They were aware of arrogance and misunderstanding. The same bureaucratic trap persists now, but with significantly more fatal precision and no way out. They led you through twists and turns before returning to them. Justice will be poetic, and enemies will get court records in 7 days or fewer. They set the stage for their own demise and now must deal with the repercussions of a system they poisoned, believing it would never happen to them. Your veins have held a particular vigor since birth. You saw through the barrier, but others had compromised perceptions. You could sense the energy currents that formed this planet. This perspective represents your natural right and genealogy from worlds beyond our comprehension. Your enemies were aware of this capability long before they displayed it. Their selecting process was never random or accidental. They found what was burning within you, that unfettered light that threatens to reveal what they have hidden. Their animosity is the clearest affirmation of your beliefs. Because light upsets its usual state. Instead of attacking a dead bulb, a moth will fly toward the most intense flame. Your sheer presence upsets the perfectly designed universe. Their rejection confirms your value in ways that their praise will never do. Could the potency of your gift be directly related to the ferocity of their attacks? You should be more aware of your function within the larger cosmic system. The more violently they attack you, the more they see your potential. Remember how the energy moved around you, even if uncertainty obscures your own eyesight. When natural relationships required work, supporters stopped communicating, and chances disappeared unexpectedly. The doors that should have opened remained locked. It turned out to be much more purposeful than what seemed to be random misfortune. Brick by brick, person by person, they built an unseen barricade around her life. Every spoken lie added a stone to the wall that was supposed to keep you secure. Every made-up scenario deepened the moat, and every phony buddy became another gatekeeper. They conducted this siege in such a subtle manner that many people were unaware of the jail that surrounds you. They used isolation as a tactic, separating you from supplies, allies, recognition, and assistance. They felt that if you were put under enough pressure, your determination would crumble, forcing you to give up or resign. Heat refines gold to its most expensive state. Friction polishes raw stones into jewels, while pressure turns coal into diamonds. Each strategy they used against you resulted in the precise internal circumstances required for your development. What was meant to be your prison has become your transformation chamber. The same assault designed to weaken you has instead focused your might in this reality. Nothing goes unrecorded. Without your cooperation or effort, the cosmic accounting system methodically records every slight against you, created situation, and false story. This global ledger retains its accuracy with precise precision. Natural law keeps the cosmos in perfect harmony. Just as gravity does not need permission to draw objects to Earth, cosmic justice does not need permission to restore the universe's balance. It acts mathematically, precisely, automatically, and continuously. Consider how their first action against you sparked a pendulum. They increased the force with each action, forcing the pendulum to drift farther away from the center. Physical law forces the pendulum to complete its arc. Compound interest must be added to the energy required to deliver it. That is our viewpoint. According to the cosmic ledger, the counts must balance. The mechanics of their death are interwoven in the same system that they used as a weapon against you. They believe they had control over the equipment, but it has its own master. Universal law extends to everyone, regardless of their position or authority on the planet. Throughout human history, cosmically significant upheavals have happened in cycles of 7. The moon changes phases in 4 sets of 7. The earth formed in 7 days. Music completes itself in 7 movements. Colors and notes are shown in their full spectrum across 7 bands. This pattern is deeply embedded in reality's fundamental structure. Your vindication follows this divine pattern because it is in accordance with the universe's natural rhythm, not because you demanded it.